Hello everybody, in today's video we are going to take a look at the Bat Tumbler. So this is model 76023, the Tumbler. It's 1,869 pieces and most of them are black. As you can see, the Tumbler is very black, and this is part of the DC Comics superheroes. You know, I gotta say, I really liked putting this thing together. The tires are huge too. I was actually at the Lego store today buying some more Lego, and one of the girls said that this is the biggest tire that Lego's ever come out with. I'm not sure if that's absolutely accurate. If you guys know, please leave it in the comment section below. I'm actually kind of curious about that, but look at it. It is huge. It is massive. It's like way bigger than both my hands. I started building this quite a while ago, and I kind of put it away for a little bit. I was working a lot, so I didn't make a lot of videos, as you can tell. That I waited a couple weeks before this came out since my last video. Tons and tons of different angles on this one. That's what really surprised me when I was building this, is that there are a ton of different angles on this model. So even as you can move these around. These can be moved around. This can come up. This can move. Even down here, this piece can move. There's a lot of movement on here, so you're really free to actually, place things however you want. Like I can place these back here if I wanted to. Actually doesn't look too bad, but I prefer it up here. And then these ones, oh, looks like I lost a piece here. But yeah, I prefer them all to come backwards like that. And then we've got these top pieces that also come off, and you can see the inside. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Now, as far as the build, it was pretty interesting, but there's a lot of mirror pieces, because as you can see, this is quite the same on the left and the right side. So you find yourself a lot building a piece, and then right away you're building the opposite piece. So I was actually able to, when I'm reading the book, take out all the pieces for both sides, because I could just tell that it was going to require more than one. On the front panel here on the windows, we've actually got working windshield wipers. Well, working when you turn them, obviously. This isn't a motored model or anything like that, but it's quite a nice little feature, and it works well with this model. Even on the sides and the front too, you can also see that there's some movement here. I believe that these can be moved up just like that. These little things here can be moved in different ways as well. There's a ton of movement on this thing, and putting it together was really cool, because you'd kind of snap it in and then you'd fold these pieces into where they need to go, and it was really fun to do that. Lots of these pieces that go on are just like panels that you build, and then you put those panels on the main frame of the vehicle. Most of this model is pure black, obviously it being Batman stuff, but we do have some gold things here, and these can be moved around as well. I mean, you can turn these up, you can do basically whatever you want. I mean, you can reshape this thing however you want, which is really cool that you've got all this playability to it. It's not something that you would want to race around the house or anything. I mean, it is a little bit fragile. Pieces can come off. These can easily come off. You saw that this one came off very easily just by moving it earlier. A lot of things could happen to this if you were to play it around, and kind of like play Batman with it. It's not going to happen, but it's definitely a really awesome showpiece. I really like on the Tumbler how the tires have nothing in between here. I think that's a really cool thing about the Tumbler. I've always liked that about the Tumbler. In my opinion, this is the best Batmobile, I guess, that's ever been made in the movies. So this is definitely my favorite. But yeah, both of these pieces come off, and you can see the insides. You can see there's some controls. We'll show a close-up of that as well in a minute. But yeah, lots of repetitive building with this. It was $230, and I think for the awesomeness of it, it was worth the money. The build was pretty fun as well. I don't know if I lost this or something like that, if I would rebuy it. I don't think it's that interesting of a build that I would be really interested in building it again. But so far, it's my favorite piece in my collection that's still built. I think it's really cool that way. Here we have some movement down here as well. I can see that these are not placed how I'd like them, maybe like this. I mean, like I said, I mean, you can change this however you want. It's totally up to you. So this is the back of the vehicle. I think it looks really sharp. They really captured, most of what the actual back of the real Bat Tumbler looks like. Here we've got obviously the I guess the jet engine where they can go real fast. We've got some dials back here. We've got some simulated springs back here, and it's very hard to see, but underneath there's actually like a motor. It looks like it's not like a super detailed motor. In fact, there was so much building for that motor that I'm a little bit disappointed that you can't see it when it's all put together. But it's very flat. It's almost like a you know, like a 12-cylinder engine or something like that. It looked really cool. I really like the way that these wheels look in the back. They're dualies. You could really build, if I was to take this apart and use the pieces, I could really build something cool, like a dragster or some type of you know, really fast vehicle. Here's the side of the front wheel. As you can see on the inside, it's almost like we've got some gold plated metal on the inside, or maybe some bronze or brass or something like that. And it really looks like a lot of the components. I mean, I used to be a trucker, so I can know that the pitman arm and drag link, two pieces of the attachment to the wheel, it looks like they're there. So I mean, that looks pretty cool. You know, little things all over here that can be moved and stuff. The wheels aren't quite as big in the front as they are in the back. But I really like, again, the way that it looks, how there's nothing in between here. They're attached here. And I just think it looks really sharp. The side panel here, it really adds, it actually kind of sticks out of the vehicle a little bit. I think that they did a really good job with this. And I wish that I was able to create things like this of myself. This is the front windshield of the vehicle as well. Like I said, we've got the windshield wipers going on here, and you can kind of see inside to some of the panels. We'll see those in a minute. And basically, I mean, it's exactly mirrored on both sides in every single way. I especially like the side of the entire vehicle. I think it looks really good. There's a lot of different angles. There's a lot of different pieces that can be moved. We've got some gold pieces here with some decals on it. Lots of movement here, lots of different angles, like right in here. This is pretty cool. As you can see, it moves and stuff like that, and you can really put it wherever you want. I think I've gone over that. And here's a little storage compartment that you can actually put things in. And then these flaps here, these can move. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's a really sharp looking model, and it was so much fun to build. So here's a shot of the inside of the vehicle as well. We've got some things, you know, they can move around like this. There's a switch, and I guess you pull it and it goes. We've got lots of little screens everywhere. We've got a screen up here. These can actually be moved as well. So there's, like I said, this thing's got a lot of movement. There's a couple of screens way back there in the back you can see, and then we've got one here as well. Looking from the other angle, you can see the actual seat. The seats move as well. They can kind of move forward and backwards, things like that. We've got a little bit of dials down there. It's really nice looking on the inside. I wish I could get my camera in there and kind of like show you more detail on exactly how it looks. I think it looks really, really sharp from pretty much all angles. So overall, I'm very, very happy with the Bat Tumbler. I was really excited to get it, and I was really excited when I finished it this morning before my other trip to the Lego store to buy some more stuff. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things, and it is massive. It's very heavy, but like I said, it's not one of these ones that you want to play with, and it rolls around really, really nice. So overall, I'm very happy with this. I definitely recommend this. It is a bit pricey at $230, but you're also getting 1,869 pieces and an awesome Bat Tumbler. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video.